Commission.
Reports from the board goes to the commission,
Commission.
then goes to the president, yes.
Clerk, yes.
Clause 8 functions of the board.
Clause 8, function of the board. It is proposed that clause 8, function of the board stands part of the bill without amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 9, tenure and vacancy.
Chair, clause 9.
No, there is issue.
Chair, I'm not sure if you were part of the.
Subclause 1. Subclause 1 should.
Yeah, okay, I am coming in, Chair.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Yeah, the co-chair is coming in. We are proposing subclause 1 to read, a person appointed to the board other than an ex officio member shall hold office for a period of 3 years and may be eligible for reappointment for a further term not exceeding 2 terms. Subclause 2.
Can
I continue?
Yeah, let's finish there first. Now, okay. For a term of 3 years and may be eligible for the appointment for a further term. Only, why not exceeding 2 terms again?
Yes, but it has to be.
We want to have a cap. Like we want to have a limit. Yes. After the 2 term, you are gone.
Now, honorable members, order please, order. Honorable members, you said, Chair, a person appointed to the board other than an ex officio member shall hold office for a period of 3 years and may be eligible for an reappointment for a okay, yes. So you don't.
Can I go ahead?
Please go ahead. Yes.
Subclause 2C to read has physical or mental incapacity as determined by a medical board.
Yeah.
Subclause 5 to read as subsection 3 shall not apply if the remaining period is less than 6 months of expiry of the term of the vacancy.
Now, 2, because 2 has physical or mental incapacity, and 2, if you look at sub 2C,
vacancy,
it's addressed there.
By a medical board, you cannot just say because it has physical or mental incapacity. Somebody can just say you have mental. That's why we said as determined by a medical board.
Chair, you know that.
No, chairman, let me come in.
No, pull off your mic.
No, chairman.
Okay, put off your mic.
No, okay.
Chair, who can determine if someone has mental or incapacity? Only medical board.
Yeah, but it has to be certain because somebody can just say kidofla. Let it be there.
Yes, continue.
Chair, can I clarify?
Continue.
Hey.
Okay, now let's proceed. No, you know.
In fact,
now, Chair, please, Lower Salum.
yes.
Lower Salum, put off your mic. Now, you know, it is given naturally if one is accused or alleged to have had dog yefidof, or we think the munta yobu reumi or munta yobu palasam or whatever, it's given in the constitution, and naturally you must constitute a board. But then also it's not harm to express it in the bill. So let's proceed.
Yeah, in fact, it's addressed in the 19th Constitution, the way it is here.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. If we check 66,
is mental or physical incapacity. You understand? So you take this one. Yele. Yes, no, they use it. They borrow this thing from the constitution and bring it here.
Clerk, let's proceed.
They, no?
Clause,
Huh?
clause 9,
Yeah, no, they borrow it.
tenure and vacancy.
Chair, 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 Chair. Chair, but when we want to contribute, you don't hear us. And
Yes.
your clerk is also in errors. Anytime you ask him to read, he will read.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, he is taking all instruction from me, not you.
But
No.
we are also the boss of your,
No,
chair,
no,
your
no.
technician, please.
No. Okay, go ahead.
So when we want to talk, give us chance. Honorable Chair, can we look at sub-clause 2? A vacancy in office of an appointed member shall occur if the member dies. But, Honorable Chair, when someone dies, you are in an appointed position. That's natural. Why do we need to say that in the bill? You don't see anywhere that way in the vacation of office and vacancies in office. You have never seen that one.
It's in every office, in every bill legislation.
No. You have never seen that one anywhere. These are natural things. Why do we need to mention that in the bill?
Wuli is, you have the floor.
Thank you. What I do?
Wuli is, I said you have the
Yes,
floor.
Chair C, which is saying has physical or mental incapacity. I think we should revert back to what we are saying. It should be infirmity of body and mind. Because if you say physical incapacity, that could be a disabled person. And if you deprive a disabled person from getting the job because of the disability, that's discrimination. So we should say infirmity in body and mind. If somebody has that, then
No, you are right. Honorable members, you see the chair of this thing and the member for Lower Salum. This is not Banjul South or Lower Salum. No, you cannot consult like that. No. Yeah, you didn't get the member for Wuli is, he's saying, physical incapacity. He said physical incapacity may not or should not be the cause of one's losing membership to the commission. He said it should be infirmity of the mind or body. Okay, now we are taking the committee, they are not following, so we will accept the member for Wuli's proposals. Yes, let's continue. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 9, tenure and vacancy.
Clause 9, tenure and vacancy. It is proposed that clause 9, tenure and vacancy, as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 10, appointment of board secretary.
Clause 10, Chair.
Clause 10.
Appointment of board secretary, yes.
The committee proposed that the Director General serves as the secretary to the board instead of the Deputy Director General.
10.
Yes, is that all?
Yeah, we concur.
Yeah, they're right. Is that all? Yes, Clerk.
Clause 10, appointment of board secretary.
Clause 10, appointment of board secretary. It is proposed that clause 10, appointment of board secretary as amended, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. Ayes have it. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 11, meetings of the board.
Clause 11, meetings of the board. It is proposed that clause 11, meeting of the boards, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 12, disclosure of interest.
Clause 12, disclosure of interest. It is proposed that clause 12, disclosure of interest, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 13, transaction of business without meeting.
Clause 13, transaction of business without meeting. It is proposed that clause 13, transaction of business without meeting, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk will proceed.
Clause 15,
15, the committee proposed that clause
No.
15,
clause 14 rather, indemnity of members.
Clause 14, indemnity of members. It is proposed that clause 14, indemnity of members, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 15, allowances of members of the board.
Clause 15, Chair.
Yes, the committee proposed that clause 15 be amended to read as members of the board shall be paid such allowance based on the required standard allowance rate where available, or as may be determined by the vice president in the case no standard allowance rate.
yeah, they have a standard.
Ye-
You said as what?
You know, what we want is, you know, we don't want just them to create their own rate. Yes, that's why we said we proposing that, you know,
The standard board.
the standard board rates.
If there is one.
Yes.
Yes, Combo Ulis. You have the floor. Kiang West Kai. Rather.
Honorable Chair, we don't have a standard rate for allowances paid to specific board members here. What we do have is that sector ministers who implements that legislation determines the allowance as per the remuneration of the board members. So this is what is prescribed in the bill, and I think it's okay.
Because I want to ask the chair. I want to ask the chair AI. What do you mean by standard allowance?
What the committee mean, what we meant was that if there is a standard board rate that is paid, then they should use that. If not, then it will be determined by the vice president if there is no standard allowance rate, because we know that there are boards.
No. Yeah, there are boards, but you know standard. Do you know of the existence of a standard allowance for board?
No, we don't know. That's
You
why
don't know.
we.
Okay, Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Actually, we accept this recommendation, but just for information of this August Assembly, the Ministry of Public Service is actually working on standardization of these rates.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 15, allowances of members of the board.
Clause 15, allowances of members of the board. It is proposed that clause 15, allowances of members of the board as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 16, the National Population Secretariat.
Clause 16, National Population Secretariat.
The committee proposed that.
Honorable members,
Yes, the committee proposed that clause 16 of part 5 be amended to read as the establishment of the National Population Agency.
that one now is redundant because we have already rejected that one.
Yes, but you know, it is fit at this position.
No, we said no. The owners of the bill said it should
It's
remain
okay.
as National
Vice
Population
versa.
Secretary.
It's all right.
Thank you. Now,
problem.
Clerk, yes, let's proceed.
Clause 16,
Chair,
National
mic, please.
Population Secretariat.
It is proposed that clause 16, National Population Secretariat, stands part of the bill without amendment. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, at this point, I want to resume so that we move a motion to sit beyond 6 to finish. The Vice President. If you see, honorable members, to be in the safe side, it's better we. Use your mic. Honorable members, order, please. Use your mic.
Now, the time here, my time, not your time, my time, is 17:08. And these people, they say they have no amendment. You understand? Before you reach there, likely we will able to finish it. And again, we have to, maybe 5:30, before 5:30, you can go there. If you don't finish at that time.
Yeah?
Chair,
Let's continue. Yes, Willis. Please use your mic.
I say you can go up and we push the time. It's safer for us. You cannot measure this.
It's safer in that way. Yes. Honorable, yes. Yes. Honorable members, the House now resumes. Yes, honorable members, can anyone move a motion for us to sit beyond 6 and finish business? Member for Lower Salem?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I rise to move a motion to sit beyond 6 o'clock to finish business.
Any seconder? The member for Woolly is?
Thank you. Seconded.
Honorable members, it has been moved and seconded that we sit beyond 6 to finish business on the order paper today. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, I will now resolve the Assembly in the Committee of the Whole Assembly to continue from where we stopped on the National Population Bill. The Assembly is now suspended. Honorable members, now the House is resolved in the Committee of the House Assembly to continue from where we stopped. Clerk, let's proceed.
Thank you. Clause 17, continuance in existence of the National Population Secretariat.
Chair, It is proposed that clause 17, continuance in existence of the National Population Secretariat, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 18, functions of the Secretariat.
Clause 18, functions of the Secretariat. It is proposed that clause 18, functions of the Secretariat, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk will proceed.
Clause 19, appointment of the Director General.
Clause 19, appointment of the Director General. Chair?
Yes, we have an issue.
Yes, please go ahead.
The committee proposed that clause 19 to be amended to read as the Director General shall hold a master's degree in one of the following fields. In subclause 4, part 4 should be amended to read, the President may remove the Director General from office for any incapacity resulting poor performance, infirmity, or body or mind, serious violation of the law of the Gambia, or serious misconduct in consultation with the board. And then we had a further recommendation. That is to say, the committee recommend that clause 19 should start part of the bill as amended. Yes. No, we don't want nothing more in that. Yes. Yes. Yeah? No, you cannot. Nobody can change that now. Yes? Yes. No. David.
Sure.
Recommendation.
Chair, I'm not following, because what you are recommending is already in the bill. Chair, yes, please.
We were looking at the wording.
Which wording? Which word? Use your mic, sir.
In one of the following. In the following fields. And then if you look at it, it talked about population studies, demographic, economics, statistics. So we remove population studies. And then we list the rest.
No, this is, Honorable Chair.
You know, Mr. Chair, the thing is, if you say population studies, that is very specific. But if you say demographics, you can have economics in demographics. It makes it more open. But if you say population studies, you might not have anybody that has that specific. So it's going to close it.
No, Chair, they are not closing it. Chair. No, honorable members. Order, Chair. When you submit your opinion, you should listen. It says one of the following. It's not saying all the following there.
But, Mr. Chair, for example, if I have an MBA in strategic planning, when you say strategic planning, then I will be included. If you say population studies, then you say population demographics. If you remove the population, then anybody with a...
No. Order, no. Order, no, no, order. Order, please. Chair. They said one of the following. Whether population, if you don't read population, if you read demography, you are qualified. If you don't, Chair, wait. Chair, listen. Or if you don't read demography and population, but you read economics, you are qualified. Or if you don't read economy, you don't read demography, you don't read population, but you read statistics, you are qualified. That's what they're saying. No, it have not said that. Population study is 1. Demography is 2. Yes.
The co-chair has a different build. Because if you check 19, appointment of Director General, there is subsection 2.
I agree. See, it's not reading the bill.
Yes, it's true. It's the way
Come
it's
back.
coming. It's the way it's coming on my.
No,
yeah.
you cannot use your phone.
Chair.
No,
No,
she
Chair,
cannot
wait.
even use her phone here because I have not permitted her. I have not permitted her. Let's continue.
Chair.
Okay.
Chair, there is something we wanted to address in
Chair,
this
yes,
particular.
please go ahead.
You know, what we wanted to address is to tie it on purely population study. Wait.
No, we don't.
No, we are, allow me to learn. I said, the objective is, we don't want to tie it to that because it will be very difficult to get that specialty. That's why we want to open it. Now it is open here, we agree.
Okay. Fine.
So this is the issue.
Chair.
We can proceed. It's
Yes, it's fine.
Willis,
Yes.
The bill I have, when you go up to 4, you will see statistics, and then the addition is or order. So that or order is where I have problem.
yes, I was going there next. Or now open the next page. Let's go to the next page now. Or other population related field and shall have at least 10 years of professional experience working in a relevant field. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 19, appointment of the Director General.
Clause 19, appointment of the Director General. It is proposed that, yes, Willis, use your mic.
Yes, the number 4. When it comes to is it clause 19(4), sub 4, where you say any incapacity resulting from poor performance. I think we've just dealt with that bill where we have addressed that issue. I think we should just pick that same thing.
No, here is saying resulting from poor performance. Here is not referring to infirmity of mind or body.
No, I know, but the way it is framed, yes.
Infirmity is there after that. That one, this one is referring to your incapacity, your inability to perform the function. Not necessarily any infirmity of mind. Because it's look at it, I'll come to Janjamure, the comma separated it from the infirmity of mind.
Let our legal people help us. The way we frame that other one,
No.
that was a big argument on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janjamure, you have the floor.
Can you help us?
Just for clarity,
How
I
do you
think
prefer-
I will align myself to Honorable Toure.
Yeah, that's
That is the removal of officials, for it to be entirely in the hands of the president is something that we argued upon here with the last bill. That is to say, the way the appointment was consultative, for the removal to be equally consultative with the
Point
board.
of order, Honorable Speaker.
There is a point of order, member for Lower South.
Honorable Speaker, Order 74, subsection 4. Any proposed amendment to a bill and a committee stage in committee of the whole House, notice of which has not been given, shall be handed over to the clerk in writing. Honorable Speaker, the member for Woolly doesn't make any proposed amendment in written form. So I think we can continue on what we have in the.
Order sustained. Thank you.
Chair, a ruling has been made by
This is a member of the committee, and he's talking as a member, you know. So he's
Chair.
talking.
A member for law.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Honorable Chair.
Put up your
Chair.
mic. Honorable members, now, honorable members, you know what we have, for instance, in the public service. Officials are removed in consultation with the Public Service Commission, which is the board of government. So now, in government institutions, secretariats or agencies, they have a board. Now, the removal, you remember some time ago we had it, in consultation with the board. Yeah, it should be the president may remove in consultation with the board. Yes. Agree on that?
Honorable Chair.
Yes, Woolly
But-
is Kiang West.
But in this instance, we have a commission and we also have a board. We have a commission and we also have a board. We have a commission that performs oversight on the board, and the board that does it on that of the.
No, the commission does not perform oversight on the board.
What do you mean?
Commissions runs the day-to-day affairs, and the board perform an oversight.
No, Honorable Chair, you are missing. Honorable Chair, you are missing. No. Honorable Chair, you are missing. Honorable Chair, no, you are missing. You are missing. You are missing. I will never agree. Even if you have vote, I will take a vote alone. I will never agree. Commission is an umbrella body. Commission is an umbrella body that performs oversight on the board. And of course, that is the standard anywhere in this country. I will disagree. Anywhere, I can disagree. Commission performs oversight on the board. That's what perform in any bill that we promulgate from this house.
You know, in some institution, yeah, put off your mic. You cannot talk without my list. You must request if now. I have seized the mic from you. You know, in some instances, you have commissions, and you have secretariat. The secretariats do the day-to-day administration, just like probably in assembly here. Then you have members of parliament as the commission. But in other areas, you have a commission. That's the commission is the institute. They manage the day-to-day affairs of the institution, and they have a board. Where you have a board, of course, the board will do the oversight of the supervisory over the commission. But where you have a secretariat and a commission, then the commission will have a supervisory and oversight over the secretariat. Your Excellency, what do we have here? Order.
Yes, Honorable Chair, what we have here, I think like we have the secretariat that is doing the administration of the work, and then the board is supervising the secretariat. But the commission actually is the policy body which meets twice a year. That is why more of the work is done by the board.
It's the board that supervises.
But that notwithstanding, even if we say in consultation with the board, because it's a public institution, it will still be in consultation with the Public Service Commission, whether it's mentioned explicitly or not, because it's part of the public service.
Then we should say in consultation with the Public Service Commission. Yeah, because he said, what the Vice President is saying, this is a public institution. Whether it is there or not, it will be in consultation with the Public Service Commission. That's what he said.
You cannot bypass it.
Consultation with the board, because the board is working directly with the Director General. So they would easily detect whatever problems.
Okay, we can have. Have you settled for that? All right. Clark, let's proceed. Now,
Chair, please, I want to appeal that you don't disregard this opinion.
who?
What I mean is, I'm not talking about the Public Service Commission. We have the National Population Commission, don't we? We have the Population Commission.
The commission in this instance, It's not like other commission. You know, in this commission, for instance, you may best describe it as governing council. More like that. They meet annually or they meet twice a year. It's the board that have supervisory jurisdiction over the secretariat. You know, where you have secretariat and only commissioners, then the commissions will take the place of a board. But here you have a board, and the governing commission, it probably include other institutions that have interest in population affairs. So they meet twice a year or every year to amend or to improve on the policies of the population. I think so. Yes. It's the different things.
Honorable Chair, in other legislations, like in the
National Human Rights Commission.
No, SOE Commission, every state-owned enterprise has a board, has an established board. But we have a state-owned enterprise commission to which all the state-owned enterprise boards are answerable. So when you want to remove the person under any state-owned enterprise, of course, the board must be involved. But that cannot be done in the absence of the commission.
No, you
because
said
the commission is also
you said the commission have every other SOE is part of the commission.
No, I said the board performs oversight on every order. The commission perform oversight on every other board of any SOE.
Okay, any SOE,
Yes.
commission.
Yes. So which means the boards are answerable to the commission.
Now let me help you. You are mixing oranges and apple. No. Now, Social Security, for instance, they have a board, not so? Now, Social Security, that board, does that board have an oversight function over the Social Security or not, is the commission?
They perform oversight on Social Security.
Exactly.
But both commission perform oversight on them too.
No, Nyari, they are not the same.
No.
Let's proceed.
Functions of the Director General.
Functions of the Director General. What? Oh, clause 19, we are 19, clerk, please.
Yes. Clause 19,
So we
appointment of the Director General.
Clause 19, appointment of the Director General. It is proposed that clause 19, appointment of the Director General as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 20, functions of the Director General.
Clause 20, functions of the Director General. It is proposed that clause 20, functions of the Director General stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 21, Deputy Director General.
Clause 21, Deputy Director General. It is proposed that clause 21, Deputy Director General stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 22, Directors and Unit Heads.
Clause 22, Directors and Unit Heads. It is proposed that clause 22, Directors and Unit Heads stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 23, officers and staff of the Secretariat.
Clause 23, officers and staff of the Secretariat. It is proposed that clause 23, officers and staff of the Secretariat stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend.
Clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividends.
Yes, there is, the committee proposed that part 5 to read as establishment of the National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend. And the committee also proposed that clause 24R of part 5 be amended to read as the Department of Information Services, Ministry of Information, Media, and Broadcasting Services.
Now, part 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend, right? Now you want to add the word establishment before the National Observatory. What is the significance here? There is hereby established the National Observatory, because that's a heading.
National Observatory, so it's an establishment of the National.
Okay, you don't, yeah, next, is that all? Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend.
Now, yes, Chair Willie is, you can have.
Establishment of.
Yes, we are, I think members agree.
That's what you are putting to us.
We have not voted yet. We are coming to vote on that. Yes, Clerk.
Clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend.
Clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend. It is proposed that clause 24, National Observatory for the Demographic Dividend as amended stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. Aye.
Clause 25, Annual Report on the National Observatory.
Clause 25, Annual Report on the National Observatory. Chair, do you have anything on clause 25?
No, but Chair, you know, we voted, but there are two issues that. So are you telling us that both those issues is what we just voted? For the record.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 25, Annual Report on the National Observatory.
Clause 25, Annual Report on the National Observatory. Chair, do you have anything? It is proposed that clause 25, Annual Report on the National Observatory stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, may proceed.
Clause 26, Funds of the Secretariat.
Something, the committee proposed that
Chair?
clause. Yes. The committee proposed that clause 26, subclause 1, part 6 be amended to read as grants, gift, or donation from government or other legitimate source be made with the approval of the Vice President and Ministry of Finance. To add a new paragraph, gift donation shall be approved by the board. Remember this? Biram, I said we want part 5 to read grants, gifts, or donations from government or other legitimate sources made with the approval of the Vice President and Minister of Finance. To add a new paragraph, that will be the gifts and donations shall be approved by the board.
Now, the Vice President is the minister in charge of this policy or this secretariat. And the finance minister is in charge of finance and economic affairs. It is appropriate that those gifts and donations are to be approved by the Vice President and the Minister of Finance. Because why you talk about finance? Because why you are bringing in the finance in case of grants, in case of loans or other resources, or is the responsibility of the finance minister. Now the board, you cannot include the board there. For instance, if the board wants somebody to give them monies or whatever, the board cannot approve that. If those monies are inappropriate, if the vice president, estimation, or that of the finance minister believe that those monies or that gift might compromise the function of the board, then he will not approve. But if it is meant for the board will approve it. That's all. We proceed, or a lower salon.
Chair, I agree the way it is here. Honorable Chair, because if you check.
Correct as it is in the bill.
Yes, because if you check the government budget, is the responsibility of the Minister of Finance. You understand? And here, you cannot mention the board because it's approved by the Minister by the National Assembly and give to the Minister of Finance to execute that budget. So why is you cannot give to the board of directors? What? So there's no logic in this one. There's no logic.
Will the East then Tokiang?
Chair, I think the reason why we made this decision, if I remember, is that they are talking about, they themselves told us that a lot of bureaucracy in trying to receive donations, etc., and gifts. So when it comes to simple gifts and donations, the board can approve that. But when it comes to these other ones from the government, then the vice president is involved.
No, you have never established a law here. No, remember fully is we cannot do that. We cannot legislate a law like that. Kiang West, you have the floor.
Yes. I am not submitting for you to agree. Okay? Because I know you may not. The spirit of certain amendments in the legislation should be explained. You understand? The purpose of this legislation is not to tie the institution not to be able to get the gifts that are very vital to the institution, and they might go through bureaucracies before they have been approved by the vice president or the minister. This is not about the appropriation. This is not about the national appropriation budget, where you say finance minister approves that and all of that. But this is about gift. And there are so many bureaucracies.
Order, honorable members, order. Member for Kiang West.
Who gives you the floor?
Kiang West, you have to address me. If not, next time I'll not give you the floor. You cannot be engaging him in the discussion. Address me and make your point.
But I'm not protected. This is why I'm also talking.
Now I'm protecting you, but don't allow yourself not to be protected by engaging him.
Okay, what I mean is, this is not a leverage. It's allowing the institutions to be able to receive gifts that are very legal, legitimate, but they may not necessarily go through bureaucracies before they have been approved by the vice president. And this is normal. If you tie institutions, sometimes they will lose so many important gifts. And this is the spirit. And we debated over this extensively. And unless the institution themselves, when we discussed it, they agreed with it. I could remember. In Bakadaji, we debated extensively on this. Unless they want to withdraw.
Member for Lower Salem, don't do that.
So that is the spirit of this amendment.
Now, honorable members, honorable member for Kiang West, This is not an independent institution. This is an institution under the office of the vice president, who is the minister in charge of this. No, don't use your mic. Now, he is the minister. You cannot just allow the board under the minister, office of the vice president, even if it was an agency, a board to approve grant, gift, meant for them, monies. No, wait, gift meant for them. No, somebody above there must have that control, and there is no bureaucracy in this. If gift is meant for the secretariat, the board should go and inform the vice president, and the vice president will do his due diligence on that, and approve or otherwise. Honorable members, you cannot do that. No, Fonya Councillor. Fonya Councillor, just take your mic, my friend.
Yes, for me, I think let's agree into this. Look at it properly, because if this institution was an independent institution, different from the control of the vice president, they could do whatever we may legislate. But here, let's understand one thing: it is, in the purview of the vice president. So even if we remove vice president, are we trying to build a system where they can be on their own to do whatever they like? So I think let's leave it as it is.
Thank you.
If they disagree, let's vote.
I think we leave it as it is.
Progress.
Yes.
Let's vote with progress.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 26.
Yes, Chair.
There is something. You see,
Order, wait. Order, honorable members. Chair. Yes, Chair, use your mic.
I said we leave it as it is and proceed.
All right, Chair. Yeah, a member of the committee.
yes, we agree, but I want members to understand this institution like
Honorable
this.
members, the chair agreed and a member said he agrees. So but let's hear from him.
Then it's okay.
No, go ahead.
No, what I was trying to emphasize, that institution of this magnitude, sometimes there are a lot of bureaucracy.
Honorable, you have agreed already, right? You agree?
I'm agree, but I'm trying to.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 26. Funds of the Secretariat.
Clause 26, funds of the Secretariat. It is proposed that clause 26, funds of the Secretariat, as it is in the bill, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
Honorable Chair, division. Honorable Chair, division, please.
Committee leader.
Chair, division, please.
Clause 27.
Chair, division. Chair, division, please. Division. Division.
Order, honorable members.
Division.
It is important that members don't abuse the process. He knew he's alone, but he want to abuse the process.
It is not, Honorable Chair.
Now, honorable members, those against, raise your tag. 2. Those in favor, raise your tag. Those in favor, raise your tag. Those abstaining, abstention. Abstention. So you don't believe in what you are voting? Honorable members, the results as follows. Yes, 14. No, 2. Abstention, 1. The ayes have it. Continue.
Clause 27. Budgets, accounts, and audits.
Clause 27. Budget account.
Yes, the committee have something. What do you vote? No, he put it to us. No, he put it to us. We vote division.
Honorable member for Uli is. Honorable member for Uli is. What? Can you use your mic? Use your mic.
When we vote, after the vote, after you declare the vote, then you need to put it to us.
Order, honorable members, order, please. Allow him to express himself, please. You can't be dictators. Yes, Willis, put to you. Use your mic.
Clause 26 is not put to the assembly. You need to put it to us.
Which 26?
The one we have voted on.
The one we have voted, and we have announced it. We have announced the. Yes. Honorable member. No, honorable member. We have not voted on amendment or on proposals. We voted on clause 26 as it is. And when we voted, a member called for division. So I call for members to vote, and votes were counted. The noes had 2, the ayes 14, abstention 1. And I declared the result and declared that the ayes have it. Is that clear now?
Can you even ask what he has voted for? Can you ask what he has voted for?
Maybe
Maybe he doesn't even know what he voted.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
Abuse the process of the assembly. Nonsense. Nonsense people should not talk here.
Yeah, Clark, let's proceed.
Clause 27, budgets, accounts, and audit.
Clause 27, budget, accounts, and audit. Chair?
Yes, the committee recommends that the clause 27, sub clause 1 and 5
Yes.
be amended to read as the secretariat. Okay. Yes, 1 and 5.
One should read,
Yes.
the secretariat shall within 3 months before the end of each financial year make and submit to the board for approval before onward submission to the office of the vice president for approval. Estimates of the income and expenditure of the secretariat for the ensuing year. The board, we recommend the approval of the board before. And clause 27, subsection 5, be amended to read as the secretariat shall present its activity and financial reports to the board for review before submitting to the office of the vice president. Thank you. So the change is to present it to the board before.
Yes, honorable members. Honorable members, you know, usually we do have estimates, accounts, and audits. But this one we have budgets. And then, of course, in sub 1 you have estimates there. Why not? I'm not so committed if you're thinking of amending budgets to estimates. Estimates. Yes. Now, honorable members, the committee is proposing to submit the budget to the board for approval before onward submission to the office of the vice president for approval. for approval for endorsement, the committee to endorse, sorry, for the board to endorse, and then for the vice president for approval. Hey, because, huh? Yes, because you said the board will approve and send to the vice president to approve. Committee.
No, Chair.
Yeah, I'll come to members. Committee, what do you have is for to submit the board for approval, then the board to submit to vice president for approval.
The board is,
Please use your mic. I don't know who's the chair. No, who is the chair? I want to.
it's co-chair, it's a joint committee.
It's a joint committee.
Oh, now then you will be the chair.
Okay.
You are the chair. Are you abdicating to him? We should know. Because when I say chair, both of you use the mic. I want to know to who.
We are,
She will authorize me.
Okay. All right. Banjul South.
thank you. It's the recommendation of the committee that we add the approval of the board before onward submission to the vice president.
for
Because the
approval.
bill said to the vice president.
No, what you have is to made with the approval. No, you didn't say that. What? Order, let me read what you have. The committee said clause 27. The committee proposed that clause 27, subsection 1 of part 6 be amended to read as follows. The secretariat shall, within 3 months before the end of each financial year, make and submit to the board for approval before onward submission to the office of the vice president for approval. Member for, you cannot read that. I read what I have. No. Now the committee, what you should have proposed was to mandate the chief accounting officer or the executive officer of the institution. It's his responsibility to submit to the board or to the vice president. That is the director general. You cannot say the secretariat. The director general should submit within 3 months of the end of the financial year, submit to the board whether you want review or whatever for onward transmission to the vice president for approval or whatever you want to do. Member for Lower Salem, you have the floor.
Concern is addressed. Because if you check clause 28, annual report, 28.1, the board shall not later than 3 months after the end of the year submit to the vice president in respect of the year an annual report and activities to the secretariat. So what I'm suggesting here is, if we are to amend, the board, I think here, instead of secretariat, we put the board. The board shall within 3 months before the end of the financial year to make and submit to the office of the vice president for approval. Yes, I think here we remove the secretariat. We remove the secretariat and put board.
No, that is not the responsibility of the board.
No.
I'll come to you. When I finish with him, I'll come to you. No, that cannot be the function of the board. Okay, Kiang West, go ahead.
Chair, the way this man is saying, this because I can see, South Corporation, CRR Corporation here. The way he is saying, that's not the way it happens in any legislation. Either you say the Director General or the Secretariat prepared the budget and submitted it to the board for review and comments for the onward submission to the Vice President for approval. It's done that way. And I think it's correct to have it that way. Yes.
Then, Mr. Okay, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Okay, let us change the approval to review because some reports have review, some have, mine has approval. The majorities have review, so I don't know how that happened. So what we'll do,
No,
we'll
what
just
is
change
before
it
us is approval.
Sorry?
What is before us is approval. That's what the chair has. So now, what is your proposal?
Proposal, because some members of the committee are saying, so I agree with the majority to say review, rather review and submit to the office of the VP who will approve.
Okay, the secretariat within 3 months submit to the board to review the estimates or budget or accounts for onward submission to the Vice President for approval. Let's look at 27. Chair, let's look at 27 on the bill itself. 27 on the bill. 27 on the approval. Let's look at it. Let's read it together, honorable members. The secretariat shall, within 3 months before the end of each financial year, make and submit to the office of the Vice President for approval estimates of the income and expenditure of the secretariat for the ensuing year. That's perfect. You want to bring it, you want to bring in, you want to include the board.
Yes.
Because we also want the board, because the board, we also want the board to be in the picture.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask the chairman, Banjul South, chairman? No, it's the chairman. You cannot say chairperson. No, it's the chairman. Oh, the honorable member is chairman. Chairman. No, you are a chairman. Chairman. Now, honorable members, the secretariat, the board, is the board part of the secretariat?
So what we want is, we want orderly, so that the board will also be preview of what is happening. But if you allow the secretariat to just go and report to the, there would be lap. And that's what we don't want.
That's why undermining would come.
Yes. No, don't mind.
Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, on page 9 of the bill, honorable members, page 9 of the bill, page 9, functions of the board, page 8, functions of the board, and 9H, 9H, review and approve annual work program and budget of the secretariat. No, because what it's saying is the board responsibility to review and approve the budget. That's what this one is saying. So now, instead of going to the vice president, it should only go to the board. So after the board now, then honorable members, then we should also relook at H. Instead of approval, then it should read, honorable members, it should read review and endorse. Or only review, then the vice president approve. Yes, Willie is?
Chair is review and approve.
Yes.
Because they should do that. The vice president, his role is to transmit this information to the finance minister. He's not approving. I don't think he's approving. He's not approving.
No, as it is in the bill. No, as it is in the bill under clause 27. Is it 27, 28? Hmm? You see, 27. 27 is saying, submit to the office of the vice president for approval. And then clause 9 is saying the board to approve. So let's reconcile them.
It's a mistake. Because the vice president is not approving.
Now,
the vice president is transmitting the estimates to the finance minister.
That is not what 27 is saying. So now, Your Excellency.
Honorable Chair, actually, I agree with the amendment. The board is supposed to review, and the office of the vice president will approve the budget, because it's the office of the vice president that has the bilateral discussion with the finance minister.
Yes, then therefore.
Yeah, but that's not approval.
You cannot use your mic like that. No, you didn't raise your hand. You just finished now before giving the vice president will. You cannot say that. No. No. Willis, please. No. Member for Serekunda.
Yeah, as the member for Woolly rightly says, we know that the vice president doesn't approve the budget unless we are talking of another budget at their own level. But if it's the annual estimates is for onward submission to the Ministry of Finance.
Honorable members, he's the minister, institution under his, or institution under him. You cannot just prepare a budget and send it to somebody without the head of the institution approving. This one is not an independent agency. Now, what I'm saying, Vice President agreed that he approves. It's the office of the line minister who should approve. Now, then we should go to 9 and rescind our decision on 9, because 9 is saying the board to approve.
And equally, we have to put some clarity here. If you
I told you, you cannot use your mic like without the leave of the chair.
But we are discussing a topic that I have raised.
No, please raise your tag if you want to speak. Okay, you can have the floor now.
We just don't want to indict the vice president for them to think that he's the one who approves the budget.
No, you are not indicting anyone. No. You are legislating. And when you are legislating, you do the right thing on your own estimation. You cannot say because of the people.
Honorable Chair, I think if you want to take that interpretation, even the Minister of Finance does not approve. It's the National Assembly that approves. But at every level, you approve. Because your sector come to you, you agree, that is what you approve, and you now take to the level of the Minister of Finance and have agreement there.
Exactly.
And then the Minister of Finance will bring it to the National Assembly, who has a final approval.
Exactly. You don't
have approval at different levels.
Exactly. You don't have other people approving for you. You are the head of the sector, and you have no. So therefore, we should go back to 9. Yes, 9H. Yeah, I'll come to you, lower Salom. You see, 9H is saying to review and to approve the board, one of the board functions. 9H, yes. Or I am having another guidance from my aides that on the 27th, while we leave as it is at the level of the board, they approve, then submission to the vice president for final approval. Lower Salum.
Board to make comments and observations.
No,
Mr.
you know,
Chair.
earlier on, I was proposing endorsement.
Mr. Chair, can we just go with the recommendation of the committee, but rather than approval, to just change it to review? Because it should be the vice president. Submit it to the board for review and then further to the vice president for approval, I think.
Yeah, we can settle for that. Then that means we have to go back to 9H. Look at 9H. Maybe we only say to review. Then we delete approve. Huh? Unapprove. 9H we delete the unapprove. Yes, 8H. On page 9, 8H, yes. On page 9. So we only say review, then unapprove, we delete it.
Recommendation is in order because we said approve, because that is what was approved.
No, yeah, we agree your recommendation have defect. The defects that it has, it says for the board to approve and then submit to vice president to approve.
No.
That's what your recommendation said, of course. Because the vice president said there are different layers of approval. So we can have it, we can leave it as it is. Now, Vice President.
Recommendation is.
Vice President, what do you want us to, what do you want the board to do?
Honorable Chair, the board reviews the budgets or the report, and they have to, and whether they endorse it or they have to approve it, because it has to have the signature of the chair of the board before it is now forwarded to the office of the vice president. Because at the end of the day, if there are any audit queries, it's the vice president who is held to account. That is why the vice president has to approve at that level also.
Yes, Banjul South.
Yes, I think approval, since clause 8 says review and approve, then it is approval at board level, then submitted to the vice president for further approval, because it is the vice president, that is the overall principle. Without his approval, it is not going to the Ministry of Finance.
Yes, Wooly is.
Say that the board will review and adopt, and then the vice president approves.
Submitted to the office of the vice.
You know what the vice president said.
Review.
You know, the vice president indicated that the board must append their signature as endorsement or approval. Remember, I told us to use the word endorsement and then the vice president for approval. Kiang West.
Chair, that is very correct. Doesn't know the board must consent to it before they forward it to the office of the vice president.
So the board to endorse.
You want me to endorse? Say a word. Okay, they endorse before the onward submission to the vice president.
All right, honorable members, are you in agreement with that? All right,
No, Mr. Chair. I think we have to be consistent. Since clause 8 says approve and review and approve, we should maintain that.
You are legislating. If you agree on endorse with the board, we'll go to clause 8H, rescind and remove approve and put endorse.
You know, endorsement and approval, they can mean the same thing, but they are not interchangeable. That is the problem. Approve is more formal.
Clause 27.
Yes, Serekunda.
Yeah, let's remember that this is going to be a law as soon as it is enacted. And so it shouldn't contain misleading information. That's what we are saying. For they don't approve. He does not approve the vice president or the board. No, the board can do one thing. They can endorse, submit it to the office of the vice president for forward submission to the Ministry of Finance for approval. Yes, because the Ministry of Finance will set their ceilings and they will input it. So they will make a copy to the cabinet. You know, it goes through a process.
No, in fact, the Ministry of Finance doesn't approve. It's the
Yeah.
doesn't approve.
Please don't listen to Serakunda.
No. Here, I think we go by your proposals. Endorsement. We use endorsement, but then again, if you are going to receive...
Honorable members, now let me help you. Honorable members, from Kiang West to Wooli, Serekunda to Lower Salem. And then, yes, now, to solve the matter, why not we say this on the 8H? On the 8H, to say review and approve annual work program and endorse budget of the Secretariat. Because if you look at H properly. Because at H, if you look at H, then we will go back to 27 and then consent to the Vice President's approval. Review and approve annual work plan. They review the work plan and they approve it. And on the budget, they endorse. Then the Vice President approve. Are you people okay with that? Yes, back out? No, there is no back out. I'm going to give the floor. No, you cannot mislead me. Member for Kiang West.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. These are two different. There are two different documents. Annual work plan can be approved by the board, but when it comes to approval of a budget, they may review that and onward submit it to the Vice President.
They review, endorse, and then the Vice President.
No, what I mean is annual work plan, they can review and endorse that.
No, you cannot renege from you. You said you agree with me endorsement. Now you are saying what you put.
No, Honorable Chair, you will listen to me. You cannot, don't put words in my mouth.
No, that's what you said. Now you are shifting. You cannot be shifting all the time.
Okay, I accept your observation. Allow me to talk now.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, what I mean is, for the annual work plan, the board can review and approve that one. But when it comes to the annual budget and estimate, for that one, they cannot approve that one. That one has to be approved by the Vice President because the Vice President is the overall boss of that institution. So even if the Minister of Finance gives them their ceiling, they determine what they take to that institution.
Yes,
you understand? That's not determined by the...
because they give them sling in bulk.
Exactly.
For all the other institutions' subvention. You are right. I agree with you. Thank you very much. Now, last, then we'll vote. Will come us out.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I want us, if we can look at the parliamentary language. How about, are you listening, Mr. Chairman? Yes, I was thinking of if we can look at the review and adopt, let's use parliamentary term, adoption. Then it can be approved by the Vice President. Let's review and adopt. That's the parliamentary language we are used to.
This is not parliamentary about parliamentary language.
The document is before the parliament. It's our document now. Let's use our parliamentary language.
No.
No, it's adoption, I believe.
Yeah.
Now, honorable members, now the board to review and approve at their level of the work plan and the budget estimates. Here, we can have it here. Because you must distinguish them. There are layers of approval, but they must be distinguished. For us to distinguish them, we can probably say to review and approve annual work. Because here, this and here is deliberate. It's not by coincidence. Review and approve annual work plan and budget of the widened budget. It should have been review and approve annual work. Huh? I'm reading 9. Now on the 9, we should have review and approve annual work plan and endorse budget estimates of the Secretariat. All right, let's go to 27. Now let's finalize on the 27. The Secretariat shall within 3 months before the end of each financial year make and submit to the office of the Vice President for approval.
We are suggesting for it to go through the board before the office of the Vice President.
Chair. Chair. Yeah. Chair. 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 Chair.
Now, honorable members, to solve the problem, let's go to page 9 first. Page 9, yes. H. Now, what I am being advised is that when we say we separate them, review and approve annual work plans and program, full stop, and have another Roman figure that will say to review and endorse the annual estimates of the Secretariat. Review and approve the annual work plan and program, stand alone, of the Secretariat, stand alone, and another Roman figure, review and endorse this annual review and endorse the estimates of the Secretariat. Yes. Is that okay?
We want to hear it loud and clear, please.
Review and approved. The board, under the board function, under the board function, that's why I said 8H. That is the board. Under the board function, 8H, to review and approve the annual work plan and program. Then maybe I, to review and endorse the estimates of the Secretariat. You are now separating the ideas, and then no ambiguity, very clear. Is that okay? Now, can someone rescind our decision on that?
Yes, I'm
on
here.
Clause 8, yes.
Honorable Speaker, orders 29.3. Us to rescind our earlier decisions on this particular, on Clause 8 form amendment.
Any seconder? Any seconder? Use your mic, my friend. Use your mic.
I second
I
it.
second. I second.
It
the
has
motion.
been moved and seconded that we rescind our earlier decision on Clause 8. Clause 8H. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Now, now move that we amend that H and then insert and separate them as we propose.
Honorable Speaker, I rise to move and make a new insertion of after J. No, wait. Ali Somanarek.
Member for Banjul South. Allow him to. Yes, Honorable Member for Lower Salem. Honorable members, the proposal, honorable members, the proposal on clause 8H is as follows. H to read as follows. Review and approve the annual work plan and program of the Secretariat. And a new insertion, now J will read as follows. Review and endorse the estimates of the Secretariat for onward transmission to the Vice President. And then J become K, K become H, and then P become the other one. Is that okay? Good. Yes, it is proposed that clause 8. Yes, class, let's proceed. Clause 8.
Clause 8,
Function of the board.
functions of the board.
It is proposed that clause 8, functions of the board as amended, stands part of the estimates. Starts part of the bill. Stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Now let's go to clause.
Clause 27, budgets, accounts, and audit.
Now 27, the proposal of the committee will be the board for endorsement. Then, all right. It is proposed that clause.
Chair.
Yes.
27 is not read like budget, it's now estimates.
Yes.
Yes.
It's estimate.
Yes.
In fact, that's estimate that's there. Yeah. Okay, the heading 27 should be estimate instead of the budget. 27 top. It is proposed that clause 27, budgets, accounts, and audit. Clerk, please.
Clause 28, annual report.
Not 27.
27, budgets, accounts, and audit.
No, we are reading it as it is, but as amended. Amendment is going to be estimate. But now, you know, clause 27, budgets, accounts, and audit.
Chair.
It is proposed
Chair.
that, when I finish, I'll come to you. It is proposed that clause 27, budgets, accounts, and estimate stands part of the bill as amended.
Chair.
Those in favor, please
Chair,
say
don't put
aye.
the question.
Those
Chair.
not in favor, please say
Chair.
no. The ayes have it.
Chair.
Clerk, let's proceed.
Chair, please don't put the question.
Clause
There is
28,
no amendment.
annual report.
Honorable
Clause
Chair.
28, annual report.
Chair.
Committee,
Chair. Chair.
it is, I'll come to you when I finish.
Chair, please stop that, Chair.
No.
Please, Chair, stop that. Don't do that. Please, Chair, don't do that. No, you are moderating, but you are abusing too. You are abusing your powers because I have right to make, because there is no one amendment. There is amendment at 5.2.
Which 5-2?
Subsection 5 also, there is amendment.
Where?
Subsection 27.5. 27.5. The Secretariat shall present its activity report and its activity and financial report to the office of the Vice President. It doesn't happen that way. They cannot submit the reports directly to the Vice President. It's to the board.
No, we have voted on that. If you want, if you want to propose for us to.
No. You know,
No.
listen, Chair. What we have voted on is one. That is about the estimate. That is
Mr.
about
Chair.
their estimate.
We we recommended for
please.
both.
Please don't do that, my friend.
Chair, I have,
No, please. Please don't do that. Clerk, let's proceed.
please.
Please. You are lost.
Clause
No,
28,
you are lost.
annual report.
Clause 28, annual reports. Chair? Yes, you have each on 28, yes.
No, what he says is procedurally
No,
right.
no.
Because when they come to
No, don't go there, please. Yes. 28, annual report. It is proposed that clause 28, annual report, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, we voted on the entire clause 7 as amended. No. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 29, protection of members and staff of the Secretariat from liability.
Clause 29, protection of members and staff of the Secretariat from liability. Chair.
No amendment from 29 to 31, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Honorable members, on 29, the third line, not personally liable for any act or omission done. There is suggestion that, omission is things that you fail to do, but not by deliberate. So they want us to say liability for any act done or omission in good faith. The done to come immediately after the act before or omission. 9. The third line. No, I'm just throwing to you what have been drawn to my attention, what have been brought to my attention. You want us to have act done, then or omission. Yes. Or omission. Is the done that he want to come immediately after the act? To say any act done or omission in good faith. Yes. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. No, it's coming.
Clerk, let's proceed. Clerk, let's proceed.
Clause 30, consultants.
No, 29. 29. You have not.
Clause 29, protection of members and staff of the Secretariat from liability.
It is proposed that clause 29, protection of members and staff of Secretariat from liability, stands part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Clause 30, consultants.
Clause 30, consultant. Committee. It is proposed that clause 30, consultants, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 31, power to make regulation.
Clause 31, power to make regulations. It is proposed that clause 31, power to make regulations, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 32, transfer of assets and liabilities.
Clause 32,
Yes,
transfer
Chair,
of
Chair.
assets and liability. Yes, Chair.
The part that is, no, it's here, the part should be changed to part 8 and not part 7. We already had part 7 before, so now this should be part 8 instead of part 7.
What is part 7? What is part 8?
Yeah, yeah. But here is part.
Huh?
What is part 8?
The part,
Or it
It's-
should be passed.
it should be part 8.
Part 7 is
That the Roman figure should be Roman
part
figure
of the
8.
bill?
Yes.
Okay. Clause 32, transfer of assets and liabilities. It is proposed that clause 32, transfer of assets and liabilities, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk will proceed.
Clause 33, employees of the Secretariat.
Clause 33, employee of the Secretariat. It is proposed that clause 33, employees of the Secretariat, stands part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Clerk, now proceed. That's all. Honorable members, the assembly now resumes. Honorable members, the House now resumes. Honorable members, the third reading of the National Population Bill 2024 is scheduled for Wednesday, 17 December 2025, for His Excellency the Vice President to move for its third reading. However, before this date, the office of His Excellency the Vice President is hereby urged to comply with Standing Order 72 sub 20 to ensure that the amended version of the bill is printed and circulated to members in advance. Honorable members, on that note and on your behalf, I wish to thank His Excellency the Vice President and his staff, and of course all members, for seeing this through. Be resolved that this August Assembly do stand adjourned until Wednesday, 10 December 2025 at 10 a.m. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. This assembly now stand adjourned. Honorable members, clerk, don't behave like that. This assembly now stand adjourned until Wednesday, 10 December 2025 at 10 a.m. from. Thank you.